What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the DMA channel. Thank you guys for joining once again. Today's GFUEL flavor that we are going to be reviewing today is going to be a can version this time. It's been a while since we reviewed a can in this channel. It's always been powder, but this time we finally are going to be reviewing a can today. And it's going to be one of the original releases that GFUEL has come out with cans. It's going to be the man himself, PewDiePie. Hopefully you guys can see it. So yeah, PewDiePie's flavor is a Lingonberry flavor. If you guys don't know what Lingonberry is, it's kind of like a tart berry, kind of sour, kind of sweet at the same time. I've tried it before. I tried its powder version before, not on camera unfortunately, maybe in the near future. But Lingonberry is definitely a great flavor from GFUEL, and of course PewDiePie. It's up there in the tier list. I think it was like in the A tier for its powder category. For the can version, I don't think I've ever tried it before, like ever. So it's gonna be the first time I've ever tried the can version of Lingonberry's PewDiePie flavor. So before we get started on anything, I just want to tell you the difference between the can versions of like flavors and everything, and the difference between how with powder and all that. So first things first, when the can version released the first time ever in stores and everything, they started off at 300 milligrams of caffeine. So if you don't know, GFUEL's powder is 140 milligrams of caffeine, while these are way more back then. So yeah, that was a big difference. And of course, another thing, the carbonation could be different with this flavor. For example, if we go against Mega Man's Blue Bomber Slushy, the can version had more of a vanilla taste that I can remember with. And this one and then the powder version had more of a blue raspberry type of like flavor. So there could be differences between cans and the powder version itself. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because it's 300 milligrams. I'm not a big 300 milligram kind of caffeine guy. I'm fine with 140. But yes, later on down the road, they did change the caffeine limitations to 140, where it went back to its usual counterparts with its newer cans. They haven't released can versions in a while, like newer ones with its flavors, so that's kind of a weird thing to say. But yeah, I did find this at Dollar Tree. There's other flavors too. I've seen it on Twitter and everything, these cans appearing in Dollar Tree and all that. So make sure you guys do check out your Dollar Tree to see if any of these flavors are available. So let's get started with it. Alright guys, here's a closer look at the can design of PewDiePie's flavor. As you can see right here, inspired by PewDiePie, has the GFUEL right in the center, and it has its black and red background. And then on the very side, you can see PewDiePie is in there with the flavor itself, Lingonberry, shown on the can and all around. But yeah, it says PewDiePie has 300 milligrams of caffeine. So yeah, it's a very cool design. Hopefully it shows right there, but yeah. It's a very simple design of him, his brand wear and everything. So yeah, that's a closer look at PewDiePie's can. All right, let's start cracking this up. Holy shoot. That was unexpected. I do not want to take the first but that was a crazy way to start it off. So let's get right into the smell of Lingonberry. I cannot believe that just happened. Jesus. I can definitely smell the Lingonberry out of it. It smells kind of... I'm sorry, it's gonna take a while. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of shocked still that everything just pulled away from it. Yeah, so if I can remember correctly from like powders and everything, this does smell exactly like Lingonberry as usual. Nothing too crazy out of that ordinary, but I mean, it doesn't smell like, you know, like it's a great Lingonberry smell. It's kind of like a weird type of Lingonberry smell, but I ain't complaining. But yeah, let's get right into the taste test of PewDiePie's Lingonberry flavor. So cheers everyone. Okay, so it's not strong. You don't get a strong lingonberry taste. I think it's because of the carbonation that maybe defies away all the taste. Because there's a lot of carbonation in this one. But you do get hints of lingonberry. You do get hints of lingonberry on this can. But yeah, right away, I think the powder is the move for PewDiePie with its lingonberry counterpart, but it's nothing too crazy, man. It's nothing too crazy. It's just very little carbonation kills it. Unless you love the carbonation on this, then that's you. But the difference between it is just less of a flavor. So personally, I really think that there's way better options for GFUEL cans out there than lingonberry, because there's been other ones like Divine Peach, Knuckle Sour Power. I think those are way better than PewDiePie's lingonberry, just because of the taste. I really think that the taste is just lackluster on this one, and then Knuckle Sour Power and Divine Peach had more of a better like actual taste, and those are, I think, 140 milligrams. So I'm not trying to be nitpicky about it with its caffeine intake, but so far this is just like something that's just you really don't get a lot out of it. So let's move on to the tier list for its can versions. We're gonna be looking at the tier list for its can versions. So let's move on to that one next. So after taking a look at the tier list, I've seen that I had lingonberry around the A tier category. I know the tier list is gonna look different on this one because this is another tier list format that is specifically for the cans, and it's just been a while since I've ever tried a lingonberry's PewDiePie flavor on the can. I think it's because like since it's so long, times have changed, and it's just me realizing that it's kind of different. And I think I just might have ranked it a little too high. I think I ranked it a little too high. I think I gave it mostly the overrated scale of PewDiePie's flavor. But I just ranked it down. I ranked it down. I think I put it in the B tier. I put it in the high B tier out of all. It's gonna be staying behind the A tier between Jason's and all those other flavors, because all those other flavors on the A tier category, ooh, those are way better. Way better flavors for sure. And the ones behind it, they're decent. Yeah, they're pretty decent. But I think if I had to pick one of those, I think PewDiePie would be the move. But between all those B tier categories and the A tier categories and the S tier categories, those clear, specifically the Naruto one. The Naruto one, that's the best, I think, 300 milligram one, right behind Sub-Zero's too. Those are definitely the two god tiers for GFUEL's cans. I really wish they brought back the Mortal Kombat ones. I have not tried Scorpion Sting's can, and I hope they bring it back someday, but I don't think it's ever gonna come back. This is why I want to see more cans release in stores, and it really sucks. And GFUEL, I think, really has pulled away from the in stores like GVs and all that, because I haven't really been seeing them as much than it used to be back then. And now with it being in Dollar Trees, there's something going on, but at least they're in Dollar Trees now. At least you can still buy them in stores, kind of, but hopefully they do bring it back. And it's like prime back then with GFUEL. All right, let's finally give it its final notes, pros and cons, and its final ranking points for PewDiePie's lingonberry flavor. So here we go. All right, the cons for this is going to be that I just think the carbonation with the mixture of the flavor just doesn't work well, because you're barely getting any flavor with it because of the strong carbonation with this one. So that's my only like cons on this one for PewDiePie's GFUEL can flavor. And then the pros, again, I can't really say there's a lot of pros to this. I mean, yeah, the flavor is nice, the flavor is good. I just wish that I had more to it instead of that, just that little taste of it, because it's just straight up carbonation all the time. And if it had that more flavor, I really think it could have been a great pro to this. But yeah. Yeah, you just barely get very little of it. Carbonation kills it. So yeah. So since it's in the high B tier category, I got an idea where I'm gonna put PewDiePie at. And I really do regret putting it high up. It should be really down like in the B tier. But final ranking for this one is going to be a straight up a 7, a solid 7. we'll give it a solid 7 for PewDiePie's Lingonberry flavor on the can. But the powder version, way better. If you guys ever want to pick up, like, if you guys prefer the can version, yeah, sure, why not? You guys can pick it up, but just get the powder. Get the powder. But if you want to get one of those pickups, yeah, sure, why not? Unless you want 300 milligrams, then yeah. But yeah, that's really about it, guys. This was just a quick can version. I really haven't done it in a while, and I'm gonna go look into more Dollar Trees to look into. I've seen that they had Freddy Krueger one. I've seen they got the Freddy Krueger one. I might do watermelon limeade next. Who knows? There's a lot of it. I have not tried it on camera. So if I ever see those, I'll definitely come back to review them, because these are kind of quick format videos. So yeah, that's really about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Comment your opinions on the cans itself. Do you prefer the cans or do you prefer the powder version? Let me know. It would make a great opinion based, and I just like to hear you guys' reaction. So yeah, check out.